Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Hunter from Outtenastrophotography. I just want to do a very quick video of something I happened to stumble upon in some of the ZWO Facebook groups online about a recent kind of behind the scenes of what ZWO might be cooking in the background. As a matter of fact, there was this link that was sent over to me. First, it was all in Chinese, and I had to translate the entire thing to English so I can be able to kind of read. Now, keep in mind, Chinese and English do not translate verbatim, so some things will kind of seem a little bit off in like grammar wise, so just be aware. We're going to look through this at the same time because there were some very interesting things I was coming across, especially with some of the photos. So this was as of recently from, posted from yesterday on June 15th from the M21 Astronomy Club explores ZWO, revealing the behind the scenes story and go to for the starry sky together. Now, this was posted from ZWO Zhengwang Optoelectronics, and you can see everyone taking a group photo. On June 14th, 2025, members of the M21 Astronomy Club walked into ZWO Zhengwan and started a M21 exploration tour. Now, through the founder sharing product description, star friends stories, and factory exploration, the event presented an in-depth interactive experience of technology and starry sky intertwine for astronomy enthusiasts. Now, as you can see, like I mentioned, Chinese to English does not translate verbatim, but as we go further on down in this article here, there is three separate looking devices that could be on the way. They're early prototypes. So, starting off right off the bat, the founder's story from hobbyist to industry leader. At the beginning of the event, Wen Jia, the founder of ZWO Zhenwang, which actually got to meet back at NEAF, kicked it off with some personal experience from a lover with an infinite love for astronomy to embarking to a entrepreneurial journey. Wen Jia shared how the company started from a single person and gradually built a complete system covering the R&D and the production of intelligent astronomical equipment. At the scene, Jin Wang specifically revealed the behind the scenes of research and development of the AM5 mount, which has been, my favorite mount and have been a huge hit, especially for the Streamway gears, and showed an undisclosed Seestar intelligent astronomical telescope of the early prototype manuscript instantly ignited the curiosity of the guests of the scene, arousing bursts of amazement and interest. This is where things get very interesting because looking at the picture here, which I'm actually going to zoom it in a little bit more so you can kind of get a better look. So this is what's very interesting about this. It looks like a Seestar device. It kind of resembles like a mini observatory. You can kind of zoom in and see that it has like a dome shape around it, and it's small enough to fit in your palm of your hand. I'm not sure exactly what this is going on for this. It could be like a little all-sky camera with a super wide field of view, since I know with the brand new S30 Pro that's going to be coming out at some point here, I would say released this summer, maybe. That's what I was at least told from NEAF. And this is a very interesting looking device here. Now, if we get like a ZWO all sky cam that we can, rotate around for capturing meters and like the night sky in itself, that's really cool. Or we just got a very super wide Seestar in itself. So that's really cool. So something to look forward to with the Seestar, expansion of products going forward. We're already getting the Pro version for the S30, and highly likely chance that we're going to be getting an S50 Pro, but this one really kind of sparks my interest. But there's also a little bit of an Easter egg when you really look down towards the desk, in particularly the two mounts. Now, what it looks like here, we are getting new Streamwave gear mounts ahead. It has been heavily hinted and heavily rumored that we're going to be getting some more beefier mounts from ZWO. And this could be the AM7 and potentially the AM9. Particularly this other one right here down on the right hand side, it has a little bit of like a staggered base. This could be something similar to what the people at Ioptron were doing with the SEM, which is helping to distribute some of the heavier mounts so it's more centric base. This could be pushing those limits of like 80, 90 pound mounts that we can be able to put like the C11s on there, this really beefy, RC telescopes and all that good stuff too. And it's very interesting out in the front as well, what it looks like maybe some of the intricate inside looks of that. But going down to the new product prospect and technology description, subsequently, the hardware product manager gave a detailed introduction to the upcoming new EAF and EAF Pro, which is actually going to be released here on sale on the 18th, which is this coming Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that too. I actually got to have a nice hands-on look on the EF Pro, and it's really cool to be able to have one that is Bluetooth, so you can have one less cable, which the new update to the ASI Air actually has the functionality for Bluetooth now for the EAF as an option, and it has an onboard battery too, so less cables is always very good. Then the manager of Seestar also made an exclusive sharing focusing on the common pain point of how quickly to get started with astronomical observation for novice observers, in-depth dismantling of the design logic of the Seestar products, and demonstrating its technical advances on the spot so everyone can have a more intuitive understanding of ZWO Zen 1's product innovation, which is showing, a much close-up of the EAF Pro, which is really cool, and a little bit closer views at what this mystery mounts are. Starfriends share love is the best mentor. Starfriends sharing a ring festival will push the atmosphere of the event to climax. The 12-year-old astronomical enthusiast excitedly recounted the wonderful experience using the Seestar S50, and a lot of my students from Space Camp during the summer months have been loving the Seestar, and they're looking to get their own too. Further on down the line of trying to having a astrophotography module for the summer months still in the works, which he highlighted, the moment of recording the rocket launch trajectory, which I've actually done some rocket launches from Wallops Island with the S30 with the super wide field sensor in itself. It is really cool. But he also put forward the novel insights for the subsequent development of Seestar from his own perspective, showing the unlimited potential of the new generation of astronomy enthusiasts. So basically, this is the Seestar series in itself is a great introduction and gateway to astronomy for many people, for all ages too, just because it's so easy to use. With his rich shooting experience, Mr. Shen, the contracted photographer, shared the characteristics and matching skills of different telescopes with star friends on the spot and opened up new shooting ideas for everyone. The veteran player brother Alphabet, using gorgeous deep sky photography, works to lead everyone to appreciate the magnificence of the universe and turned into a small starry sky art exhibit on the spot, which is showing, some wonderful pictures. We can see a little bit of the Eagle Nebula and the famous Hubble Pillars of Creation. Down here we have the Hubble palette version of the Bubble Nebula, which is really, really beautiful. And then we have some printouts of some astrophotography that people have done. Factory Secrets, this is Section 4, Witness the Promise of Seikyo Manufacturing. Another highlight of the trip was the factory tour, so they actually got to tour through the ZWO facility in itself. Under the leadership and the production manager of Mr. Wu, the Star Friends went deep into the workshop and witnessed the birth process of ZWO equipment from raw materials to the finished products at close range at a production line. Manager Wu explained at the process in detail, the standardized control of the whole process, and the laboratory level quality inspection standards, so that the brand promise of delivery, professional grade precision to ordinary users becomes visible. So they got to go for a nice, background tour with the revealing of the secret as the link This event has not only allowed astronomy enthusiasts to feel the ZWO's high standards and high requirements for the products up close, but also demonstrates ZWO's concept for using technology to lower the threshold for stargazing. So, lots of photos here showing some of the showcase products behind the scenes right there at the warehouse and the facility. So in the future, ZWO will continue to launch more astronomical activities to let more experience the charm of the starry sky, which I hope make it ladder for everyone to look up at the starry sky and get a closer view of the universe. So this has been very, very interesting for down the line. It looks like we're going to be having some more expansions even beyond, like the S50 Pro potentially. The S30 Pro is expected to come out at some point at this year, the new EF Pro, and it looks like we are starting to stumble in to some more advanced strain wave gear mounts, which would help with more of the heavier side of telescopes and maybe even some observatory grade mounts that could be on the way. So I wanted to share those little bit of highlights because it's very interesting. I will share the link in the description too, so you can read through it yourself. Just have to make sure with the translations that you kind of take it with a grain of salt for some of the wording and grammar, especially for the English speakers out there. So I just wanted to bring this up to you. Hopefully we have some new ideas and new products ahead heading in towards the future with ZWO. But thank you as always. Hope you find this video very interesting. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you would want to see going forward coming from ZWO that you have been patiently waiting for and what you would like to see going forward. Maybe we can, convince a lot of the product managers ahead to have something that we would really enjoy. So, as always, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.